I'm with Helping Hungry Kids of Northern Virginia. We pack weekend food bags for elementary school students in Fairfax County. Each week we distribute 300 to 350 bags, and in 2020 we distributed over 13,000 bags. Each bag contains 9 to 11 food items that help sustain a student over the weekend. We are extremely grateful to groups and organizations like yours who donate food and money to help feed food insecure students in Fairfax County.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger, you may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then, that somewhere you'll see her again and again. Some enchanted evening, someone may be laughing, you may hear her laughing across a crowded room, and and night after night, as strange as it seems, the sound of her laughter will sing in your dreams. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you find your true love, when you feel her call you across a crowded room, then fly to her side and make her your own, or all through your life you will dream all alone. Once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go.
Man, Graham, I'm so glad we decided to go on this night walk.
Yeah. Oh, what's on my leg?
Oh, what is that?
I don't know, man. It's poison ivy?
Are you sure that's poison ivy?
Well, let me test. Smells like poison ivy.
Tastes like poison ivy.
Looks like poison ivy.
Feels like poison ivy.
Sounds like poison ivy. It must be poison ivy.
Hello, my name is Cailean Gordon, and I'm a senior at Woodson High School, and I'll be playing a saxophone duet by Johann Quantz for the talent show.
Hi, Holy Comforter. I'm Mark, and this is Connor, and we are going to be singing Dust in the Wind by Kansas. 1, 2, 3, go. Only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity. Dust in the wind. All they are is dust in the wind. Same old song, just a drop of water in an endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground that we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Now don't hang on, nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It slips away, and all your money won't another minute buy. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Everything is dust in the wind. Neon signs reflect on my face. The sun just started setting. I walk to the diner, our old favorite place, and see you two sitting. I hide behind the bushes, watch you two come out, laughing like you just had the time of your life. So I'll just sit here tracing hearts in the park on the old tree bark. Look at all the stars, denying that I've seen you two too many times, walking out of the place that used to be our sit here tracing hearts on the seats of the high school bleachers. Sit here in the dark with the lights and the midnight screechers on the bench where we used to hold hands, tracing hearts on an old napkin. appear. Your hand in hers makes everything crystal clear, clear, clear. So I'll just sit here tracing hearts in the park on the old tree bark. Look at all the stars, denying that I've seen you too many times, walking out of the place that used to be ours. Sit here tracing hearts on the seats of the high school bleachers. Sit here in the dark with the lights and the midnight screechers on the bench where we used to hold hands, tracing hearts on an old napkin. Under my bed in the dust is an old shoebox with every note you ever sent. There's no room for me in your lifeblood, I know that now. I guess it's too much to ask for you to come around. So I'll just sit here tracing hearts in the park on the old tree bark. Look at all the stars, denying that I've seen you too many times, walking out of the place that used to be ours. Sit here tracing hearts on the seats of the high school bleachers. Sit here in the dark with the lights and the midnight screechers on the bench where we used to hold hands, tracing hearts on an old napkin. Tracing hearts on an old napkin.
Hi, this is a poem, Casey at the Bat, written by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And then, when Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to that hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought if only Casey could but get a whack at bat, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did also Jimmy Blake. And the former was a Lulu, and the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey's getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more, there rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell, it knocked upon the mountain, and recoiled upon the flat. For Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing and a smile on Casey's face. And when, responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat, no stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then, while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance gleamed in Casey's eye, and a sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches, black with people, there went up a muffled roar. Like the beating of the storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand. And it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the spheroid flew. But Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said, Strike two! Fraud! Cried the maddened thousands, and echo answered, Fraud! But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is gone from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate, and now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light, and somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.
I can see you standing, honey, with his arms around your body, laughing, but the joke's not funny at all. And it took you 5 whole minutes to pack us up and leave me with it, holding all this love out here in the hall. I think I've seen this film before. I didn't like the ending. You're not my homeland anymore. So what am I defending now? You are my town. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before.
Like you get your knuckles bloody for me. Second, third, and 100th chances, balancing on breaking bridges. Those eyes add insult to injury. I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. I'm not your anymore. So who am I offending now? You're my town. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out.
think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. You're not my homeland anymore. So what am I defending now? You were my town, now I'm in exile, seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before.
So I'm leaving out the side door.
So step right out. There is no amount of crying I can do for you all this time. You always wanted anything like, didn't even hear me out.
Didn't even hear me
Never
out.
gave a warning
I
sign.
gave so
All
many
this
signs.
time, never learned to read your mind.
Never to read my
Couldn't
mind.
turn things around.
Never turned things around.
Never gave a
I
warning sign.
gave so
All
many
this time,
signs.
never learned to read your mind.
Never to read my
Couldn't
mind.
turn things around.
Never turned things around.
Never gave a
I
warning sign.
gave so many signs.
Good girl. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for watching this talent show. I started this poem at a youth ministry conference at Cayuga in North Carolina in 2002. I dug it up and added to it for this show, and I hope you like it. I have called it, Who Are They? Who are they? Before we harnessed the power of machines, before we polluted the rivers and streams, they did not exist. Who are they? There were children, then workers, but none in between. What changed in our thinking? What sights had we seen? The machines were hungry for the minds of the young. So we said, here, take our daughters and sons. They needed to know more than how to add and to sew. We built schools, and to schools they did go. But the schools gave them time to be good or be bad. Better they played, rode, or marched to the sound of a drum than spend time alone together. What fun! We needed a name to call these new people. Adolescent, teenager, youngster or youth, kid, kiddie, tween, or just tell the truth. The truth was we had no way to relate. We found ourselves running, but we're always too late. We struggled to find a way to connect, but our fear only grew. We feared to neglect. There is joy to be found, but great sadness too, in minds that are changing so fast, yet so true. We look for help, we turn to the great helper, the one who sees all, and to all is a shelter. We bring them to you. We trust in your love. Your spirit is strong, yet floats like a dove. And now they are here. Our job is not done. It is not a race to be lost or be won. We ask that you show us the way to connect. We know that we promised to care, not neglect. We know that they are part of our church, our village, our life. We are all mothers and fathers. We share in the strife. They want us to listen and hear what they say, but the sound is elusive, lost in the noise of the day. We try, but the river is flowing faster and faster. Bridges are needed, strong banks to withstand the sharp turns and turbulence of time as it passes. But why do we feel like we're stuck? in molasses. Then a moment happens when trappings and wrappings of youth fall away. We realize they are talking to us and showing us the way to love one another and to see what they see, that in him is the truth, so bright and so clear. How clear they can see that to us is obscure, that in him is the way and the path that is pure. In Christ we are equal, no man is a slave. In Christ we can both learn how to be brave. The invitation is there, if only we see. Can we throw off the shadows and truly be free? We want to be invited into their world as a guest for a moment. We need to be ready, for the moment will pass in a flash. Will we go? Who are they? They are today and tomorrow. We are today and yesterday. We meet them today, and tomorrow they are us.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright.
Wow, what an amazing group of performers. Thank you to all of you who submitted poems, musical performances, and other talents to our show. Thank you to all the hardworking people who put this video together. And lastly, thank you to all of you at home who are watching, and please donate to Helping Hungry Kids. Thank you.